I wasn't looking for anything. I had just gotten out of a draining relationship and needed a place to clear my head. The gym wasn't my natural environment, but it felt like a better option than sitting at home spiraling. That's where I saw her. First in the mirror, then casually passing me by on the way to the mats. She didn't just stand out because she was beautiful. There was something calm about her, like she didn't need attention to know her worth. She moved with quiet confidence, wore no makeup, had faint lines near her eyes that somehow made her look even more striking. I assumed she was in her early 40s, elegant, toned, the kind of woman who had history behind her eyes. We didn't speak at first, but there was eye contact, fleeting and almost accidental. One day, my towel slipped from the bench, and before I could grab it, she picked it up and handed it to me. Her fingers brushed mine. "You're new here, right?" I nodded, trying to seem normal while my heart reacted in ways I didn't expect. I was just trying to work out. But now I kept wondering what her story was, and why I wanted to know. She approached me again a week later, this time with more familiarity in her tone. "How's the post-breakup thing going?" I hadn't told her anything, yet she read me like a page she'd turned before. I laughed awkwardly and said, "Better, I guess." She smiled, leaned back and said, "Breakups aren't always about heartbreak. Sometimes it's just waking up." There was no flirtation in her voice, just clarity. That's when she said it. "I'm 43. Married for 19 years. Still married. But it's not what it looks like from the outside." I didn't know how to respond. She wasn't confessing. She wasn't fishing. She was just stating facts like weather. I asked if she was happy. She looked straight at me and said, "Happiness is overrated. I'd settle for feeling alive again." That stayed with me longer than it should have. We started texting after that. Random things. Book quotes. Thoughts about trust. Her words had a rhythm. Measured, mature. Often laced with disappointment but never bitterness. I wasn't sure what we were doing. It wasn't flirting. It was connection, quiet, dangerous, and too honest. I started going to the gym more. Not for fitness. For the chance to hear what she'd say next. It happened on a night when the world felt paused. Her message was simple. "You free." I didn't hesitate. When I saw her, she looked different, less guarded, more human. No makeup, hair slightly messy, eyes heavy with something she didn't name. She said, "You don't know what this means to me." I didn't ask her to explain. She went on quietly, "You make me feel like I still exist. Not just for someone else's convenience. For myself." I told her I didn't have the right words. I didn't. I wasn't trying to play hero. I just wanted her near, even if it was temporary. When she leaned in, it wasn't rushed or dramatic. It was quiet surrender. She kissed me like someone who hadn't tasted freedom in years. And I kissed her back, knowing what it could cost both of us. She pulled back first, whispered, "No promises.
No attachments.
We steal moments. That's all." I nodded. I didn't trust myself to speak. After that, we had rules: never too long, never too close, never seen together outside that bubble. But those rules didn't keep feelings out. They only delayed them. Every time I left her, I wanted to turn back. Every time I didn't. She stopped replying without warning. One day she was there, the next she was gone.
No explanations. No gradual fad.
Just silence. I waited, checked my phone obsessively, walked into the gym hoping she'd appear like before. But her space remained empty. A week passed. Then 2. I told myself it meant nothing. We had no titles, no promises. But I felt it like a loss anyway. When her name finally lit up my screen, it wasn't a message, it was a voice note. Her tone was calm like always. "This wasn't about you. It was never going to be about us. I just needed to feel something that reminded me I'm still here. You gave me that. Thank you, and I'm sorry." Played it again. Then again. Looking for a hint of hesitation. There wasn't any. Just truth. She was never mine to lose, but I lost her anyway. I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. Months later, I spotted someone else in the gym who reminded me of her. A woman with that same quiet confidence. I caught myself watching, then stopped. Some people pass through you, leave their mark and disappear. She did. And I never even knew her name.